Hey folks, Chuck here from Wynot Wander. Still camped up at Kurt Gowdy State Park in Wyoming, Granite Reservoir. Gonna do a little fishing this morning. Got a project on the motorhome. A couple things I'm going to be doing here this morning. Linda's still in Denver at a conference, but as I was digging out my fishing poles and tackle boxes, I was thinking about this basement storage we've got. We bought this motorhome used a couple of years ago, but we had some requirements we were going to want. One of them was basement storage. Now we like this because on this slide out, which is the living room dinette slide out inside, the storage units slide out with it. Now, some people say that adds weight to your slide out, but it seems to me Fleetwood built this right. It doesn't have any trouble handling it. Plus, we don't put any real heavy stuff in there. We've got a tent for grandkids. We've got a sunshade, a water hose, a couple shovels, a couple tackle boxes, some miscellaneous. But the point I'm getting to, we like the fact they slide out with the slide out. So you don't have to duck under that to get to what's in it. Unlike on the other side, this is the front end. I've showed you this before, but for people that haven't seen it, on the other side, the propane tank and the basement storage where I keep our grill and a few cooking accessories is underneath. Now the way I'm parked here, this seems like it's way up in the air, but wrestling that grill in and out of there sometimes isn't the most convenient. Of course, the bed and everything, water tank is up above. Well, I guess the water tank's up further forward, but those, to get into it with a slide out, you have to duck under. So we really like the fact the others slide out. Let me get a little better picture here of the terrain. As you can see, I'm kind of going downhill here. Now we're looking up at the motorhome. So the bedroom is a little higher slide than the one on the other side. But again, the point is, with the storage units come out with the slide, it's just a lot easier to get my fishing tackle, which is important to me. Also, we towed that Dodge Dakota behind this. I bought the Dakota new a few years ago with the intent of towing behind a motorhome. This is actually the fourth motorhome we've towed it behind in the last 6 years. I know we don't really trade off that often, but circumstances dictated a couple times. We've also got a Stowmaster 8,000-pound hitch on here. I had a Roadmaster. I had a Stowmaster that folded up, stayed on the truck. This folds up, stays on the motorhome. Has a couple more 1,000 pounds of capacity. We really like it. Another thing I was going to do real quick this morning, I'm going to put out the rest of the awnings. We've got a couple small ones on the windows on the other side, plus the big one. Looks like it's going to be a pretty warm day. If I can keep that motorhome a little cooler once it cools off tonight. Picture the lake, you can see it's a little cloudy. Boat out there, I think they're fishing from slow as they're going. Somebody fishing down this way. There were a couple more of them. All of a sudden they reeled in and left about the time I came out. Another camper up on the hill there. Back around to this side. Now those of you that are familiar with awnings, these little ones just cover the windows. They come down to about window height. And on this side, this is the west side, really keeps the sun out later in the afternoon. So if I pull those out now, while I'm thinking about it, I put him in the other night because we had some pretty good wind coming up, some rain, and I had to go to work for a couple days. It's now the Thursday before Labor Day. Linda's finishing up her work week tonight. I'll probably have to go to work one more time. Maybe Saturday morning, Sunday. I'll be back out for Labor Day on Monday. We really like those little awnings on this side of the coach as well. So that's mostly what I wanted to talk about on this video. The basement storage we figured was a must, because we want to develop this into a full-time living situation instead of just weekend campings. Some of that stuff that's in there I don't need, but I had room for it for now, so there it is. Down below we've got the water compartment and the generator over on this side, which we would like to get some solar added, but for right now we've got an Awnings 5500 watt generator. Even if I had enough solar and batteries to operate my coffee pot and toaster in the morning, I'd be happy, but we're never without power. Another must. Our last motorhome, the bottom body line came straight, and we were always dragging that rear end on dips and things on the highway. Towing the truck would drag the hitch. So we made our list. One of the must-haves was a raised or upswept rear end, just so we wouldn't be dragging bottom all the time. We do have 2 air conditioners up on top. It's ducted air, ducted heat throughout the coach. Fleetwood, I think, builds a pretty good coach. As you can see, this is a Pace Arrow Vision. We've been more than happy with it. It is a 15-year-old coach right now. Minor repairs, when I say minor, you know, there's always stuff to be done to any RV. Things are going to quit, things are going to break. We've done some upgrades. We put in a porcelain toilet, we put in a new bathroom sink. I think this is the first one in a while I haven't had to fix the generator on, but owning generators, I Google stuff on how to fix them. Got a little paint chipping on the grill and on the front, but that bra really keeps it looking a lot nicer. Whoever owned it before apparently had some snap-on window covers for the windshield. Driver's door we like as well. It's escape route. We had a motorhome a couple years ago. I get into a tangle with a post in an alley, ripped open the passenger side of the vehicle and jammed the door to where you couldn't get out. So we had a driver's door on it similar to this. At least I was able to get out and look at how much damage I caused, and then I crawled back inside and cried for a while. But okay, I'm going to wrap this one up. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to work on drain tanks a little bit. I got the boat here behind me. Gas and it's almost a year old. This is the first time I had it in the water a couple days ago. Brought some octane booster. Brought a different battery. I was running the battery down pretty bad trying to keep it running, but no big deal. Not stuff we can't handle. I'll be back with you and talk about that stuff more later. For now, this is Chuck. Why Not Wander? If you like my videos, please subscribe. Click like on YouTube. Click dislike if you don't. Any comments or questions would be welcome. We're trying to get this channel going, Linda and I. Why not wander? We're going to wander around America in search of fun and food. Talk to you later.